Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at someone new that I have not covered before. They are in Kangen, also known as like Magic. It's the water one, the water MLM. So Kangen is the water and Enagic is the name. They call it the Enagic Magic. Anyway, the person we're talking about today is Whitney. She's someone who's just come across my email, I guess. Someone sent me information on one of her videos and then I looked up more info and saw this person's got a lot to say, and so do I. I cover multi-level marketing, scams, dangerous people, and cults here on this channel, and I think she falls easily into the multi-level marketing and scam aspect of my channel. I think she is a top leader in Enagic and she presents herself as a top leader, so I'm gonna go ahead and say she is. We're gonna go through some of her YouTube shorts and a YouTube video that she's posted. Let's get started.
It's the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Whitney Marie Official is who she is on Instagram, and she says she's an entrepreneur, the water queen, tells you to text water to a phone number, global business mentor and health broker, retired boutique owner, and she said, let's work together, and has a link below. What's interesting is that she has like 3,700 followers, but the majority of her posts have 0 to 3, 4 likes. There's one every once in a while that will have like 50. Could be me just speculating that a lot of her followers aren't real, or it could be she's just not in the algorithm very much. I wanted to watch really quick a highlight that says about me on her social media so that we can get an idea of who she says she is. And there's also a couple more called Water and Global Business. I think that'll also give us a good idea.
Whitney Marie, aka the Water Queen, you know it. And I wanted to share a little bit of backstory about how I got here and what my story was before. So 10 years, you guys, I worked for corporate America. I was in fashion and retail. I got exhausted and burnt out in that industry, working every single weekend, every single holiday, just working really, really extremely long hours, and my income was capped. So I actually love the fashion industry so much. I opened up my own clothing boutique that I had for about 6 years in Huntington Beach, California. I opened that up in 2014, had that business for about 6 years, realized what I did and didn't want for my future in entrepreneurship, because I traded my 9 to 5 for a 24/7, 365, and I just got physically, mentally, and financially burnt out. Have you ever felt like you're on a wheel that you can't get off of? That was me in my own clothing boutique business. And then I met a customer who became a really good friend, and she was sharing about how this water helped her in her cancer journey. I ended up buying the machine for my health. Saw incredible results across the board with my health. Saw the machine, saw that it was a tax deduction. I was like, that's incredible. And then there's a free global franchise business that comes along with it. So I ended up diving in full steam ahead into this business. I sold my clothing boutique, turned it into a water wellness boutique, and started to educate people around the world about this product. Now I teach people how to do what I do through duplicatable online systems. Now I travel the world. I live on the beach. I'm not struggling anymore. I'm able to make an impact and create an income, not only within my general area here in Southern California, but beyond. We're global. So if this interests you, send me a message and I'm happy to get you some more information.
She threw me off with the whole helped her cancer journey. That water doesn't do shit. So let's listen to what she has to say about the water stuff itself.
Water ionizer. No, it is not a filter. This is not your Brita. This is not your Berkey. This is not your bottled water. This is not your reverse osmosis. This is living water. It is created through a process of electrolysis that is created through electricity. So you invest in this water technology. It creates 7 types of waters. There's over 100 uses for the different types of waters, from the low 2.5 acidic pH all the way to the high alkaline 11.5 pH water. Again, 100 uses: cooking, cleaning, sanitizing your food, removing pesticides off of your food, beauty water for your skin and your hair, of course, the drinking water that's full of antioxidants. It is the strongest measured liquid antioxidant on the planet, okay? We have water for infants, all right? So this machine will change the whole trajectory of your health, okay? And even your finances, and it'll save you thousands over the years. So no, this is not a filter. This is an ionizer, a medical grade ionizer, the only one in the world. Our company is 49 years old. We started in Japan, and they started in hospitals first. So we own our own manufacturing company in Japan. Our company manufactures all of the parts. So this is the gold standard for health. This is the gold standard for water. And this ionizer will be the #1 used kitchen appliance in your home. Lots of information to learn about it, but essentially this water is mirrored after the miracle waters that are found around the world that are created through the Earth's electrical charge and have an abundance of electrons. It's less about the pH, more about the electrons. Your body needs living water. On the road of life, we get one vehicle. Make sure that you're putting the best fuel in this body, okay?
God, that is such bullshit. I can't understand how she isn't laughing saying this. I don't think she actually believes what she's saying, to be honest. We're gonna watch this next part about her global business next with Enagic, and then we're gonna get into some weird stuff that she says. Even weirder than this.
This free global business that comes with your ionizer when you invest in it. Don't worry if you're not interested in the business, just get the tax deduction, save more of your money on your bottom line every year with your taxes. I can show you how to do that. But if you are interested in the business, it just might change your life, just like it changed mine and thousands of other people across the world. So you get this business for free when you invest in this water technology. You sign up to become a distributor. That's how the machine is tax deductible. And then for the rest of your life, you have global distribution rights, whether you meet somebody in person or whether you meet somebody online and help them get this water technology. This is not multi-level. Okay, there are no gimmicks in this business.
It is multi-level. It is multi-level. It is multi-level. Because then she goes on later when we cover these other videos to talk about how you need to build a team. Whitney, it's multi-level. You're being deceptive and you're lying to people watching this.
Nothing wrong with multi-level. It just wasn't for me. I tried a couple different companies for a few years, had no success. Really couldn't see the capacity to scale in those business models. And that's why I really love our patented global business model, because you've never seen a compensation payout like this before. When I saw this, I knew this was the vehicle that was going to take me to 6, 7, and even 8 figures in my life. So no stocking or loading, no qualification. You don't need employees. You don't need licensing. You don't need to requalify. You never lose your rank. The only way that you go in this business is up. How do you get started? You invest in a machine yourself. We have so many different financing options. I don't care if you have a 500 credit score, okay? We can still help you get a machine. If you have an 800 credit score, 700 credit score, high 600s, great. You can get the best financing on our technology. So go ahead and send me a message. This company is all over the world, okay? Dubai, Russia, Africa, UK, Italy, Canada, Brazil, okay? They drink water all over the world, and you have the ability.
Financing? Yeah, it is over $1,000, by the way, this ridiculous thing. Financing it? Whitney.
To have that franchise. It's comparable to owning your own brokerage agency, but instead of selling homes, we're selling health and teaching people about true health and true wealth around the world. So if this interests you, send me a message and I'll get you all the info.
We're done. We're done with that. Done. No, this is multi-level. I'm looking at it right now. This compensation plan is wild and really difficult to understand. I don't know. This is so weird. Yeah, 6A, you receive a bonus of $3,000. You also receive $200 per machine on each sale that is outside of your 8 levels down until you reach the next 6A. You also get $50 per sale down to 3 to 6As on each leg. So it goes from like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. It's very complicated. I'll have to do a video just on this and break it down. This is the most complicated compensation plan I've ever seen. All in all, what I'm trying to say is it is multi-level. You build a team. And even though Whitney said that a second ago, that it's not multi-level, she goes on later on in this video to talk about how it is. Let's get to YouTube shorts that she has.
What's the worst that can happen? I tell people, I'm like, look, worst thing that can happen. I was like, you're putting $1,300 down. Is $1,300 down gonna like affect the whole trajectory of your life? No, it's not. You're gonna finance it just like you would finance a phone. Just like you would finance anything, any other electronic, your TV, right? People are out here buying flat screen TV because you guys have to understand that people are buying from you. I have a guy that messaged me today and he said, I'm ready to buy. I had never even talked to this guy. I was like, okay. Right? He's like, I'm ready to buy. I was like, I sent him my number and he was like, okay, I'm ready to buy. I was like, this is wonderful. When I get on the phone call with people, I ask people, what's holding you back? And Sarah, you have to be silent. You have to want to know why. You want to understand where they're coming from.
Not gonna lie, that whole video gave me Jessie Lee Ward vibes. So we're gonna watch it again and now I'll stop it, pause, and we'll talk about it.
What's the worst that can happen? I tell people, I'm like, look, worst thing that can happen. I was like, you're putting $1,300 down. Is $1,300 down gonna affect the whole trajectory of your life? No, it's not.
Yes, $1,300 is a butt ton of money for the majority of people in the world. She's so out of reality, out of the realm of what reality is for most people.
You're gonna finance it just like you would finance a phone. Just like you would finance anything, any other electronic, your TV, right? People are out here buying flat screen TV because you guys have to understand that people are buying from you. I have a guy that messaged me today.
People are buying a flat screen TV and a phone because they enjoy it. I use my phone. Right now I'm using my phone to film this. It's part of my job too. I use this as my YouTube. And people can buy flat screens if they want. Maybe they enjoy watching TV. That's something that they love to do. Who cares if they spend $1,300 on a flat screen TV? That doesn't mean they should spend that same amount of money on some water thing. It's ridiculous, especially when there is fine, clean water. You can get it in multiple different ways. If you don't want to get it from the tap, which some have clean water, some don't, you can get it from several other ways for free and also for less than $100, less than $50, less than $30, less than $20. There's several different things you could do. Now, I know this isn't just clean water, she says, but honestly, it is literally just a gimmicky, weird snake oil type of thing.
I have a guy that messaged me today and he said, I'm ready to buy. I had never even talked to this guy. I was like, okay. Right? He's like, I'm ready to buy. I was like, I sent him my number and he was like, okay, I'm ready to buy. I was like, this is wonderful. When I get on the phone call with people, I ask people, what's holding you back? And Sarah, you have to be silent. You have to want to know why. You want to understand where they're coming from.
Okay. So that's one of them. Here's another one.
So I'm working from Wi-Fi, little overhead, and duplicatable systems that work for you. All right,
I'm sorry. I cannot stand that $100 bill dress. There's something about that tells me a little bit about her character.
Go through it. So a global opportunity, you guys, there is over a 72% payout in our company. Did you guys know that? 72%, 54% of that is in the 8 points. We are not a pyramid. Say I if somebody says, is this a pyramid scheme? Right? Is this a pyramid scheme? I'm like, yo, dude, pyramid schemes are illegal.
So are drugs, but people still do those. Whitney, you're telling me that you don't know a whole lot about pyramid schemes. If you have to ask people, what did people tell you this was a pyramid scheme? And you hear the crowd say, yes. Red flag? Could that be a red flag? I think that could be a red flag. All right, moving on.
You guys, nobody's ever seen a compensation plan like this before, where many other network marketing companies, their compensation plans are pretty similar. They may vary a little bit here and there, but actually the structure. But with us, you guys, we are so blessed with this. And that's what I want to also put in your ear is start leading with the business. Start painting the vision of what this business can do to provide for your family, for your health, for your future, for your retirement. These are all pain points that many people have. Okay, drop a 222 in the chat if you've ever been concerned about your finances in your life.
Please drop a poop emoji if all of this sounds like any other thing a pyramid scheme top leader would say. And she's talking about pain points, which is a perfect example of how they intentionally look for people's vulnerabilities and that attack those, acting as though what they're doing can help those pain points, right? What I'm doing can help you with retirement. It can help you with this. It can help you with that. But honestly, it can't. The majority of people don't make money. They don't profit. And many people lose money. And Magic is a multi-level marketing company like any other MLM. The problem is not with each individual different company. It's with the MLM business structure itself. Whether they say network marketing, social selling, social retail, whatever. If you can build a team at all, people below you that you make an income from, it is a multi-level marketing company. It's in the name, multi-level. Very simple. But it seems that there's such a bad rap with MLM, as there should be, that they try to stay as far away from it, even to go so far as to lie about being one. Here is the shorter, it's like 8 minutes and 36-second video of Whitney that I saw on her YouTube, and it's just called Whitney Training. So we'll watch it and kind of break it down as we go. Feel free to leave your commentary below on anything that we've covered and this video as well.
Why network marketing? Okay, network marketing isn't perfect, it's just better, and I'm gonna tell you why from somebody who used to own a brick and mortar business. So when I owned my brick and mortar business, I had so much overhead. I invested over 6 figures into my business and was in the red, and I never even saw a profit from that business. The year that I would have profited in that business would have been year 5, which is pretty typical for most businesses, but in year 5, happened and the whole world shut down and nobody's shopping for sexy dresses and clothes when the entire world is shut down. So I'm so grateful that I had the intuition and the foresight and the timing. Timing is everything, you guys. Windows of opportunity, they open and close. And in my life at that point, the window was open for network marketing, and I was actually searching to get out of the industry that I was in, to fashion and retail. I was exhausted. Anybody that's been in the service industry knows what I'm talking about. Waiters, waitresses, salespeople, working in the holidays. You guys know that's a grind. So
yeah, but working at the holidays is what people do with multi-level marketing as well. It's not about financial freedom or time freedom, it's location freedom. You're still going to work where you are, but you get to choose where you work when it comes to MLM a lot. And at least with those jobs, you get paid to work. With MLM, you don't actually get paid unless someone purchases something from you. You don't get paid hourly, you don't get tips, you don't get anything like that. If someone purchases something, you get a teeny tiny commission. And that's why they focus on building the team below you so that you can also get commissions from anyone who sells something underneath you.
I had invested over 6 figures to start my brick and mortar business. I never became profitable. I was actually working and surviving off of that business because there was so much overhead. The rent to my building was $3,000 alone, okay? And this was a small place in Huntington Beach, California, so you can imagine the rent alone. But then you have insurance, you have employees, you need to buy merchandise to put in that store, you need new merchandise because your customers are coming through.
Why are you acting like owning a business is the issue when it's you that was the issue? Yes, plenty of people are not successful, but that doesn't mean that you can't be successful when owning a business. And she's acting like it's just the fact that she wasn't successful because of it. No, it's her. She's the reason that she's not successful. Going towards an MLM and being a part of an MLM is not the way to fix that. It's not the way to make more money. You actually have a better opportunity of profiting when starting a small business or being a part of a small business or opening up a business like a boutique than you do in multi-level marketing. You actually have a better opportunity of profiting with gambling than you do with multi-level marketing. Anything I'm saying here, there's going to be resources or sources down below for you to see that information from credible sources.
And they want to see something fresh and something new. So I was always running on a treadmill. I felt like I was on a rat race that I had created. So I left my 9-to-5 and I created a 24/7, 365 as a working owner. I loved it until I did it, because you're going to get burnout really quick when you're running that fast, and you can't run at that pace forever. So I had this desire inside of me to travel. I had this desire to help people, but I didn't really know how I was going to help people in the fashion industry. So I basically worked all the time, like I said, every day, nonstop, 15 plus hours a day. I even had a second job, you guys. I had a second job cocktail waitressing at a really crappy bar, and that was, I met some really amazing people through that restaurant, but oh my gosh, talk about never wanting to step foot in a place that you've worked before. I will never go back there and then goodbye. But I did what I had to do. for 2.5 years, I had that second job as a cocktail waitress. So my business partner and I, we would trade off. She worked at a hair salon as a receptionist and I was a cocktail waitress, and we would play tag team, and we would go and manage our store, and then we would go and work after our shift, just so that we can keep that cash flow going and put money into our own pocket, because we weren't paying ourselves, which I definitely would not recommend. You have to pay yourself and you have to reinvest into your business, but you got to survive, right? Like, I didn't want to open up a clothing boutique just for a hobby. I wanted to be profitable, and ultimately that's not the way the cookie crumbled, because I learned a lot about business when I got introduced to network marketing. I didn't understand network marketing. I actually was like, this is something that I will never do, because I had a real business.
That's a lie. I can tell you that's a lie, because they all, especially top leaders, they come in saying, I was anti-MLM or I was against network marketing until I figured out what it was, just so that it seems more enticing to someone possibly listening who might be feeling that way, thinking that they don't know what it actually is. Why couldn't she just go back to her 9-to-5 or get a different job? You can get a different job. There's plenty of work from home jobs nowadays. There's jobs that she could do. Maybe, I don't know, I guess it depends on her education and experience, that is not an MLM that will make her money. But she's not going to add that in as another option, because she probably just didn't want to do it. And she doesn't want people to think of that as an option as well. You could just get a job or change jobs or whatever. She wants them to think that the only other option they have is multi-level marketing, or network marketing as she's calling it.
A real boutique. And I was shackled. I was in bondage to that boutique, and I couldn't get out. I couldn't get away. And I was like, what did I create for myself? And this isn't really what I define as success anymore. Success to me is doing anything you want at any time with anybody, anywhere around the world. And what does that come out to? It comes out to time freedom. And when you have the cash flow to live freely, life gets a lot better, let me tell you, because
yeah, if you get that cash flow, which people don't in MLMs. It is very rare that people make any money in MLMs. It is very rare that people profit in MLMs. Multi-level marketing business structure works best when the majority of people do not profit.
I know I worked for corporate America for nearly a decade. I had my own business for over 6 years, and then I randomly fell into network marketing and realized that, wow, this is it. This is the golden ticket, because it's not perfect. You still have to work. It is still hard work what we do, but it's a different form of work, and you own your own time and you have a lot more freedom. And let me ask you this. Would you rather have the power of one man working 24 hours a day, or would you rather have the power of 1,000 men and women working 1 hour a day? Where are you going to be most productive? That is actually how you buy more time in your life. Okay, when you build teams of people and you educate teams of people about the systems and the processes that they need to learn in order to be successful, and most people start network marketing doing this part-time. This isn't a
Oh, Whitney, so you do have teams of people below you that you make money off of. So you are literally multi-level, unlike what you said earlier. The deception, the lies, the fakeness, it's gross and it's apparent. When you break it down and you look at all the different hypocrisies, it's whatever works best for them in the moment.
Full-time gig when you first start. You start this on the side, you start learning and growing the skills from your mentor. You guys have heard me talk about how important it is to find a mentor, whether that mentor is in person, virtual, find multiple mentors, okay? They're guides in life to give you the shortcut. I wish I understood that a lot earlier in my entrepreneurial career. So find a guide, find a mentor, and what I learned is that I can become so much more profitable in network marketing than you can in traditional brick and mortar. And this is
right, because you can have people below you doing the work too. And you can continue to get people below you doing the work and making money off of their hard work.
Why I so believe that every single brick and mortar business needs to have passive income. And I believe that my product is the best because it's water. Water is the universal language. Any type of business can utilize water. You're in construction, you're drinking out of that orange, crappy, who knows what mold's growing up in there. They're drinking water.
you know you can wash it. There doesn't have to be mold growing in there. You simply wash it. What the frick? She's literally fear-mongering water. What are you doing, Whitney? You're fear-mongering water? Well, this is not going to be the last time she's on my channel, that's for sure.
You're in a doctor's office, they're drinking water. You're a chiropractor, they're drinking water. You're doing body contouring, you need water, right? You're a massage therapist, they're talking about make sure you hydrate after you get your massage. So water, the universal language, and again, like you can work 24 hours in a day, every single hour, okay? But you're not gonna be able to sustain that. That's not duplicatable. And in network marketing, we create systems that are duplicatable.
Yes, because it's multi-level and you build a team, right, Whitney?
People can work part-time, people can work full-time, and that's usually people's goal is they have a goal, whether it's for their family, whether it's financial, whether they want to leave their job. A lot of these people that I'm talking to online, they have families, they have children, and people are working crazy, ridiculous hours, 60 hours a week. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? And that's what I want to ask you. Like, what does success mean to you? How do you define success? You really have to look within your heart, because for a long time I chased money, and it wasn't money that I was after. It was the freedom that money can bring so that you can do what you want on your own time with whoever, wherever you want. And I'm only one person. I can't duplicate myself. And I can't create more Whitneys to go out there and run my business and be the working owner. That's not sustainable. But I can teach somebody the skills so that they can learn. And that is actually how you create more hours in a day.
I just don't like that. That saying in MLM is so annoying to me.
Is by delegating tasks and tools to other people so that they can become successful. They receive an override and you receive an override.
Multi-level marketing. Want me to spell it? It's just ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous that she said, literally, I'll have Ava show it. Ava, what does she say?
This is not multi-level. Okay, there are no gimmicks in this business. Nothing wrong with multi-level. It just wasn't for me.
And then she says this. Never gonna get over that.
And we work together in order to achieve that. That's why I say, okay, wealth building is a team sport. Okay, nobody ever won a championship on their own, you guys.
No, duh, because you need them to help build your wealth.
I've heard me say this on and on again before in some of my other previous reels, but nobody ever won a championship by themselves. And here we're creating the all-star team. And
yeah, but if you win a championship, like soccer championship, you have other people who are on an equal playing field as you winning as well. They also get a ring. But if you win here, they don't get a ring below you. It's a false equivalence fallacy. She seems to have to use several fallacies to be able to try to make a point.
It still worked, like I said, but that is why network marketing is better than trading your time at your corporate job. It is better than owning your own business and being a working owner, okay? You can have complete ownership of your time. You can help others, and you can be on this mission together. And that is how you create more hours in a day. That is how you become profitable.
Well, facts and statistical data show that that was a lie, Whitney. MLM is not better than those other things. So that was Whitney. What y'all think? Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, hit the bell button if you want to get notified when I post. Let me know what your thoughts are on the videos that we talked about today, and maybe we're gonna have to talk a little bit more about Enagic, the freaking water MLM. It's ridiculous. That compensation plan was probably the most wild compensation plan I've ever seen, but don't worry, I will go over it, I will understand it, and then I will try to relay that information to y'all soon. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.